Today we are exploring Mount Dora, Florida, which is Florida's mountain town. And it's kind of a date day for us because we got a babysitter and we're exploring. This is something that we didn't think our kids would enjoy so much, because Mount Dora is probably best known for its downtown area, which is filled with lots of shops and stores and restaurants and boutiques and all the things. And we started our day by stopping by the Foxtail Coffee Shop. So I got our coffee today.
Can you believe it?
I'm not a big coffee drinker usually, but I'm pretty tired today. So we just had an adventure yesterday. So I thought maybe I could use a little caffeine. This is a pumpkin spice latte. It's pretty good.
He's basic.
It's really cool that on all of the street corners are directories of the different stores that are available. So we're gonna check out this bookshop. There's a kitten and he's just lounging around.
Okay, I love a good bookstore. That one was really cute, but I also know that if our kids were here, they would have destroyed that place.
There was a children's book section, so they probably would have enjoyed that. Maybe a slightly older age. We found another coffee shop.
This is the third one I've seen.
There are plenty of them around, I guess.
I love that these stores already have Christmas stuff out. It makes me so happy.
So something that I saw on TripAdvisor is actually right up here on the corner. It's called the Modernism Museum Shop. So I just assumed that it's like modern art, maybe. So we'll see what kinds of things are contained in here. So we went inside the Modernism Museum shop, and turns out that actually the Modernism Museum is across the street, and it is open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and features furniture from David Bowie's house. So that'd be kind of interesting. This is so nice. It's nice to just walk around and take in the mostly quiet area, with the exception of a few people riding by with really loud music. Other than that, it's pretty relaxing.
Such a cute town.
So what's really awesome is that in addition to kind of walking around the hills of Mount Dora, that it overlooks a beautiful lake, which is Lake Dora. This little spot is really cool. There's a big old oak tree that's covered in Spanish moss that's covering this patio area. I love it.
I love that there's a really beautiful clock in the middle. I just think it looks really nice.
And when you know what, there's a fountain too. I mean, could this be any more perfect?
Vivian would be so upset if she knew that we saw a fountain without her.
This store has a bunch of model cars in the window. And right across the street from that is a beautiful park. We found a visitor center. We're gonna go check that out, since after all, we are visitors. What? You wanna go on a carriage ride?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Ooh, the Dora Queen. It's like a riverboat. This Lakeside Inn looks really beautiful. Maybe one day we can come here on an anniversary trip. Actually, I'm really glad we walked back here. It's much more beautiful than it even looked out just from the street.
It's really pretty.
And right down here, there's a lakeside swimming pool. This looks like a really nice place to spend the day as a couple.
Yes.
I think we got the main district of the downtown area pretty well covered, so at this point we're kind of wandering around the outskirts of it. I think I read that there is a local antique mall as well, so we might swing by and check that out just before we grab some dinner downtown and then head back home. So upon returning to the van, I was able to review the TripAdvisor listing for that antique store, and actually it's closed today. It's actually a Renninger's flea market, so that makes sense. They're usually only open on the weekends. So instead, we're going to take a short drive over to the Lighthouse Park and check that out, and then we'll come back over here and have dinner. This is a nice little park to spend a little time walking around together. There is some park benches and a sidewalk that run along the edge of the lake, and then there's kind of a peninsula that they've built out here that has a nice little lighthouse and some other park benches and just kind of a beautiful setting on the water. It looks like there's even a big beautiful park on the other side of the street too, and our kids would be really upset if they knew that we found a place where there's a really great playground and they're not even here.
If you're not,
When we were walking around earlier and we walked past the Modernist Museum and Modernist Museum Shop, we found a Mexican restaurant as well. So I know that I got a comment on another video where somebody was complaining about the variety of cuisine on our videos, that there really isn't much, that it's mostly us just going to Mexican restaurants and barbecue restaurants. So we're just going around Florida being our authentic selves. So I apologize if Aiken Adventures is going to every Mexican restaurant in Florida, but it is what it is.